Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks. And this video today is mainly for a plasma cutter. A couple of people question how I save the file. So instead of just saving the file real quick, I thought I'd do something. So you've got Corel Draw. I've typed out the letter A. It's Arial black. When you're doing plasma cutter, you've got to have a pretty thick item. Because the other, like, that A wouldn't work. There's just not enough room. So what you're going to want to do, you've typed it out, go over to your right side of the screen and left click the no fill, right click the outline, which is down at the bottom, you've got a red hairline. Now, if you draw something and it's not a red hairline, to set your drawing so no matter what you draw, it's going to be a red hairline. If yours doesn't do that, you can go down here with nothing selected. That's important. Double click on this box, graphic, OK, and then you can set it for red hairline and press OK, and then everything you draw in the future will be a red hairline. So just real quickly to help maybe a little bit, you've got this, you're gonna have a multiple well, one thing you want to do before I forget, you want to convert this to a curve. And what that does, it shows you all your nodes. And this will cut really good because it's got straight lines and it's only going to have the nodes on the corner. Nodes in plasma cutting, the plasma cutting, the torch will actually sit there for just a split second before it makes that turn, and it'll burn a little hole. Well, if you have a lot of nodes, like if you have one there and one there and one there, it's going to go from node to node to node. So we're going to select those. Well, maybe I'm going too fast. Let's say we want to get rid of those nodes. Go up to your shape tool and just lasso those and then hit the delete key. Okay. Now we're going to take this. So let's say we're going to have a whole word typed out and we want them, together. We want them welded together. Let's just take this A and let's make a duplicate, which I'm doing an offset. So you could do this A like this. Okay, what I want to do is set this offset on 0, 0. Then when I make a duplicate, it puts it right on top of it. Then you can cursor over it. Now, I've got my nudge factor set, and it won't show up if you're selected on something. When you're not selected, my nudge factor is real low. Let's set it to 1/4 of an inch, 0.25. Now, every time I move this copy over, it's going to move it 1/4 of an inch. So let's get this bar out of here. These are both curves, but we want those two letters welded together basically and not cut. So just select them both, lasso them around, go up here to weld. Bam. Now, just looking real quick, just a word. You've got two nodes here. You don't need them. Click on that one, delete. Click on that one, delete. Now that'll save you that little spot. And then the same thing if you want to put them all in a bar and you do something like that, just real quick, you wouldn't ever want these sharp corners. So you go up here, and as long as this is locked, it'll move all the corners the same. If you don't want to do that, let's just back up here. Let's just say you want just the top one shaped. We'll grab your box, unlock this lock, point in 0.25 to make it a little quicker. See it turn that to a corner. Go to this box, 0.25. Now you've got a straight edge. Now what you can do is lasso these both Hit weld again. Now you've got two nodes here, but you really can't get away from that. You could maybe play around with that. You could take this node away, and it gives you, it's not the perfect shape, but you could play with it and get it closer. But those two nodes on a corner, when they're moving, aren't really going to make too much difference. All right, now the real reason for the video, and just then, if you want to see what it looks like, go over to your Smart Fill tool, and that's what your cutout is going to look like. Now we'll take that away. We've got a red hairline. I'm inside my workspace. Now another word of warning. Let's say you've been working a lot on something and you've got something way over here. On a laser machine, it's only going to cut or engrave what's in the workspace. On a plasma cutter, it's going to see it all. So always, if you've done a lot of work, back up, make sure there's nothing else on your page. Now to get to the real part of the video, we want to save this. Go up to File, go down to Save As. I'm using Corel 16. We're going to call this just A's or double A. Now, if I save it right now, it's going to save it in Corel Draw. We don't want to save it in Corel Draw. You want to go up here to this arrow and go down to DXF and then save it. It's done. Then hit OK, because it's going to, what it's doing is exporting it. A lot of people ask me, well, how do you export stuff? I don't ever use this export. I always use Save As. And then you can take that over your plasma cutter. It'll cut real good. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.